you please welcome your host, Anthony Davis. Welcome to Stakeouts, TV's ruthless quiz show, where each player brings £250 into the studio with which to play the game. The players have to pick on each other to survive. They have to take risks to win. Losers are eliminated, but winners can keep on winning, turning their starting stake of £250 into many thousands of pounds. So let's play Stakeout. We just started to play face-off when you left us last time. We've 4 players in the game, so let me reintroduce them and tell you what their money amounts are before we play on. Dave, hi there, welcome back. You have £1,000 at the moment, which is quite respectable, so worry not. Campbell, you've got £800, dropping down slightly there, and Brian, £400 at the moment. All right, now, unfortunately, Suzanne, who you may remember was in tail position, is unable to be with us this time. She's probably looking for some friends or something like that. So that means that her £300 is up for grabs. So before we continue with face-off, we'll have a buzzer question to determine where that money goes. Fingers on your buzzers, please. Here comes the question. Eric Blair was the real name of which Brian?
George Orwell.
George Orwell, well done, that's right. He wrote Animal Farm and he took his name from the River Orwell. Well, that sorted that out. Let's continue with Face Off. So, Dave, you'd elected to play against Campbell. The category was sport, but you still have to decide how much to play for. How much of Campbell's money would you like?
£200, please.
£200, all right there, Dave. And here comes the face-off. It's between Dave and Campbell. It's for £200. Stand by on the buzzers. Here's your question. Clive Everton is best known as commentator on which Dave?
Snooker.
Well, snooker, very well done. On which sport? Snooker for £200 there. Campbell, it's your turn for a face-off. So who are you playing against?
I'll play against Brian.
Very good. And now a category, please, from the following. Pop, movies, history or geography, Campbell?
I'll go for pop.
And an amount to play for. Brian holds £700. You can almost match that. So how much would you like if you win?
I'll just go 200.
£200.
Yeah.
Here comes the face-off between Campbell and Brian. It's worth £200. Here's the question. Which milkman gave Benny Campbell?
It's Ernie.
It is Ernie. Gave Benny Hill his only UK #1 hit. He drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Brian, it's time now for your face-off. So who are you playing against?
Campbell.
He almost forgot his name for a minute just then.
I did, because his head's in the way of his name.
It's so familiar. And category, please, Brian, from the following. You've got movies, history or geography. What would you like?
Movies.
Movies and an amount to play for. He's got £800 if his head's in the way.
£300.
£300. All right, here comes the face-off. It's between Brian and Campbell. It's worth £300. Here's the question. Who played Harry Palmer in the Campbell?
No, sorry, I don't know.
All right, Brian, let me read you the full question. You can answer at the end if you know by buzzing in. Here it comes. Who played Harry Palmer in the 1965 thriller The Ipcress File? Buzz if you know.
Michael Caine.
That's right, it was Michael Caine. And so now we move on by refreshing the category board. And Dave, it's your turn to go. So, who are you playing against, please?
I'll choose Campbell.
Alrighty, and now a category, please, Dave, from the following. You have TV, literature, food, politics, or science and nature.
Try literature, please.
Literature and an amount to play for.
300, please.
£300 of Campbell's money. If you get this right, Dave, here comes the face-off. It's between Dave and Campbell for £300. Stand by on your buzzers. Here's the question. In which Dickens novel does jilted bride Miss Havisham appear? Dave.
Great Expectations.
It is Great Expectations. Well done for £300 there. Campbell, time now for your face-off. Who are you playing?
I'll play Brian.
Alrighty, and now a category. 4 left on the board. TV, food, politics, or science and nature.
I'll go for science and nature.
And an amount to play for, please.
100.
£100. Here comes the face-off. It's between Campbell and Brian for £100. Here comes the question. AU is the chemical... Campbell.
Gold.
Gold, that's right. The chemical symbol of which precious metal, I was going to ask you. Very good. Brian, it's time for your face-off. Who are you playing against?
Campbell, please.
Playing against Campbell, very good. And now a category, please, Brian. From the following, you've just got TV, food or politics left on the board. What's it going to be?
I think we'll go for TV, please.
Alrighty, and now an amount to play for. Campbell holds £300. You can match that, so you can take as much as you like.
No, we'll just go £100 on this one.
£100, all right. Here comes the face-off. It's between Brian and Campbell. It's worth £100. Here's the question. In which 90s cult series did Daniela Nardini play Campbell?
Is it This Life?
It was This Life. Very good. Play lawyer Anna Forbes, I was going to say. Well, we're going to refresh the category board right now. And, Dave, it's your turn to go. So, who are you playing against?
Brian.
All right, and now a category. You have 5 new ones to choose from, Dave, so this may help you. Pop, movies, history, geography or sport?
I'll go pop.
You'll go pop? I hope not. We need you to play the game. And now an amount to play for, Dave.
300, please.
£300. All right, here comes the face-off. It's between Dave and Brian. It's worth £300. Here's the question. Which relative provided Clive Dunn with a... Dave.
Grandad.
Was Grandad, that's right. The 1970s chart topper, Grandad. Campbell, it's time for your face-off, so please, who are you playing against?
I'll play against Brian.
And a category, please, Campbell. You have movies, history, geography or sport.
Go for movies.
And an amount to play for?
100.
£100. Here comes the face-off. It's between Campbell and Brian for £100. Here's the question. Which member of the Rolling Stones appeared in the movies? Brian.
I'm hoping you're going to say Ned Kelly in performance, and it's Mick Jagger.
Just in time there. Well done. It was indeed Mick Jagger. And Ned Kelly is what I was after, so very well done indeed. You do get the money that time. And it's your turn for a face-off, Brian. So who are you playing against?
Dave, please.
Very good. And a category from the following. History, geography or sport?
Oh. Sport, please.
Very good. And an amount to play for? Dave holds £1,800. Be nice to take the lot, but you only have 400, Brian, which means that's all you can take.
Well, I won't be going that much, I don't think. £100.
£100. All right, here comes the face-off. It's between Brian and Dave. It's worth £100. Stand by on the buses, gentlemen. Here's your question. How many balls are used in the game of... Dave?
4.
Is the incorrect answer, so you pushed in a little early that time, which means that, Brian, I can read you the full question. Buzz in at the end if you know. Here it comes. How many balls are used in the game of billiards? Buzz if you know. Yes?
3.
It is 3. Well done. Very good there. All right, we're going to refresh the category board right now. And, Dave, it's your turn to go. So, who are you playing against?
Campbell.
Play against Campbell. And a category. 5 new ones on the board, which is good news. TV, literature, food, politics or science and nature.
Literature, please.
And an amount to play for.
200.
£200 of Campbell's 300 if you get this right. Here comes the face-off. It's between Dave and Campbell. Here's the question. Which author's works include Sons and Lovers? Dave.
D.H. Lawrence.
That's right. Well done, D.H. Lawrence, for £200. Campbell, your turn to go. So who are you playing against?
I'll play against Brian.
And a category. You have TV, food, politics or science and nature.
I'll go for TV.
TV and an amount to play for.
50.
£50. OK, here comes the face-off. It's between Campbell and Brian. It's worth £50. Here's your question. Contenders in which cartoon series included Pat Pending and... Campbell.
The Wacky Races.
Wacky Races, that's right. Penelope Pitstop as well. All right. Well, Brian, it's time for your face-off. So who are you playing?
Campbell.
Playing Campbell. All right, a lot of tactics going on in your brain there, Brian. I can almost hear it ticking over. And a category, please, from the following. Food, politics or science and nature. What's it going to be?
Politics.
And an amount to play for, please.
£150.
The whole lot. All right, well, Campbell, it looks like he's trying to play you out of the game. Here comes the face-off. It's between Brian and Campbell. For Campbell's last £150, here's your question. Alistair Campbell served as press secretary to which prime... Brian.
Tony Blair.
That's right, it was Tony Blair and Alistair Campbell, otherwise known as Dr. Spin. Well, Campbell, I'm afraid, look at that, you're down to nothing. Brian's taken your last £150. I'm sorry, but you have to leave Stakeout.
I feel sad that I'm out, but at the end of the day, it's got to come a time for it to end, and I did well in the other 2 shows, so what can I say? What can I do?
Let's check the money total as it stands right now. Brian, you're holding £600 at the moment, but ahead of you is Dave with £1,900. Don't feel too sorry for Campbell, our retiring champion. He's taking home a wallet-filling £4,875. Join us in a few moments when Dave and Brian go head-to-head with All or Nothing. We'll be back soon. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the money as it stands right now. Brian, you have £600. Ahead of you is Dave with £1,900. We're down to 2 players, so let's play All or Nothing. As the name suggests, one of you will leave with nothing, the other will take the lot. All or Nothing is a buzzer round, head-to-head. The stakes start at £100 and rise rapidly. Get it right, and you win the stake from your opponent. When you can no longer match a stake, you'll play for what you have left. Sudden death or double your stake. Dave, you've got £1,900. Brian, you've got £600. So there's £2,500 to play for. Good luck to you both. Here comes your first question. Which actor starred as Richard opposite Virginie Ledoyen in The Beach? Dave.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
It was Leonardo DiCaprio. Well done for £100. Which TV game show had a mascot called Dusty Bin? Dave.
3, 2, 1.
Well done, 3, 2, 1 for £200. The brothers Rory and Tony Underwood. Dave.
Rugby union.
Is the answer I was looking for. That's right, represented England at which sport? Brian, look at that. You've been pushed down to nothing. You've been bankrupted by Dave. It's time for you to leave Stakeout.
The opposition was an interesting mix. I was a little bit disappointed that Suzanne didn't come back because I thought I could have whooped her. Campbell, I figured that he'd probably won too much money as it was, and I was pleased to see the back of him. And Dave, for a bald-headed chap with glasses, looked far too intelligent for my liking at the outset.
The contestant I feared the most when I came onto the programme would be someone who was the reigning champion to try and defeat them. As I'm the reigning champion, I'll take it as it comes now.
Congratulations to Dave, who played a fantastic game and becomes our new champion. Dave, you came to the programme with £250, which you've played into £2,500. You can now bank £2,250, leaving you with £250 to bring back to Stakeout. Would you like to play again?
Yes, please.
I'm sure you will. Let's meet Dave's 3 new challengers. Well, you're going to do it again?
I'll try my best.
I'm sure you will. Let's take the money from you, £250. Now, you're not going to miss this, are you?
No.
No? And how are you feeling? You think he's going to do it?
Yes. Definitely.
I'm sure. Hey, they're right behind you. Well, they are actually right behind you, so that should come in handy. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you.
Hi there, your name is?
Alex.
Hi, Alex. Welcome to the programme. Let me take the money from you.
There you go.
£250 in cash to play Stakeout. That's what it's all about. Where have you come from today?
I've come from Clacton in Essex today.
Clacton in Essex.
Right.
Very nice. It's a seaside resort.
It's quite nice there.
Beautiful beaches. Sounds lovely. And who have you brought with you?
I brought Paul, my brother-in-law, today.
Paul, the brother-in-law. All right, going to give him the support he requires?
I'm sure we'll do okay.
I'm sure. All right, well, enjoy Stakeout.
Okay,
See you in a bit.
Thank you very much.
Hi there, your name is?
Andy.
Welcome, Andy. Let me take the money. £250 to play the game. I do love doing that bit, you know. Where have you come from?
Tamworth, Staffordshire.
Very nice. And who have you brought?
My wife, Tracy.
My wife, Tracy. Is that your full name?
It is.
OK, enjoy playing the game. See you later. Hi there, your name is?
I'm Steve.
Welcome, Steve. Welcome to the show. And the money I can see is working its way out of your top pocket there.
Really?
An exceptional tie as well, may I say.
Yes, for £250 you can have it.
Do you know, I feel like I've already done that bit, but there we are. All right, who have you brought with you? Who are these two people?
My partner, Mel, and Ted.
Ah, Ted. Very nice. That's quite an original title.
Absolutely.
And tell me a bit about Ted.
He's 49 years old.
Right.
He spent 30 years in... I'm not supposed to tell you he spent 30 years in the attic. He gets nervous.
Well, it's better than spending 30 years in prison, isn't it?
Not necessarily.
Not
the attic was very small.
He looks very well on it. He must moisturise regularly.
He does now.
Well, I now have £1,000 of our contestants' money, so let's play Stakeout. Let's find out what the supporters had to say about their players.
Yeah, this is Alex's first TV show. He's getting nervous now. He's sitting out the back trying to work out a game plan. Alex is the kind of guy, I'm not sure if he's got any weaknesses, but he's the kind of guy that knows everything about nothing.
Andy does play quizzes at home. He makes up questions and quizzes for family meetings, family Christmas meals and things like that. Mr. and Mrs. questions. He spends hours at doing things like that.
Steve, in a few words. Fat, fun, 50. Steve is good at quizzes. He's got a whole breadth of completely useless information.
Very interesting. Each player came to the studio with £250. We matched that with another 250, giving them a starting stake of £500. The aim of the game, as always, is to bankrupt the other players, win their cash and stay on as a champion. Plenty of chances for you to win and lose your cash. We start with All In. I'm going to ask 4 questions with 3 possible answers. A stake of £75 is taken from each of you, which means there's £300 up for grabs on every question. Whoever answers correctly splits the pot. Here comes your first question. How many hoops are normally used in a game of croquet? A, 6, B, 10 or C, 30? Select your answer now. The answer I was looking for there was A, 6. 2 of you get that right. Andy and Steve getting it wrong that time. Here comes the second question. Mohs scale is used to measure which property of minerals? A, lustre, B, density, or C, hardness? Select your answer now, please. The answer we were after there was C, hardness. You all get that right apart from Steve that time. All right, here comes the third question. In 1815, Napoleon returned to France after a period of exile on which island? Was it A, Elba, B, Majorca, or C, Corsica? Select your answers now. The answer I was after there was A, Elba. You all get that right. You all get your stake back. Well done. Here comes the fourth and final question. Which of these was a favourite dessert of the clangers? Was it A, froglet pudding, B, blue string pudding, or C, soup pudding? Select your answers now. The answer I was looking for there was blue string pudding, and 2 of you get that right. Alex and Steve getting it wrong that time. Well, let's just have a look at the money amounts as they stand right now. OK, Steve, you're holding £275. You seem quite happy about that. Remember, you did start the show with £500, so that has dropped down considerably. Alex and Andy both holding £525, but our current champion, Dave, is ahead with £675. That's how the cash total stands. Now we give the players a chance to take money from the bank in Cashing In. Each player gets 1 chance to cash in. We ask them a question, but do not give them the 3 possible answers. Before I tell them those answers, they've got to decide how much of their money to stake on getting it right. Get it right, they double their stake. Get it wrong, and the other players get a chance to win that stake from them. Now, Dave, we'll start with you. As you're ahead right now, here's your question. What was the name of the only English ruler to be known as the Great? That's the question. How much are you going to stake on getting it right, please, Dave? You're holding 675 right now.
600.
£600. You're pretty sure, it seems. All right, here are the 3 possible answers. Let's see if these jog your memory. A, Harold, B, Alfred, or C, Edward. Select your answer now, please, Dave. You've chosen B, Alfred, which is the right answer. Very well done. Alex, it's time for your cashing in question. Listen carefully. Which Oriental martial art has a name meaning empty hand? That's the question. How much are you going to stake on getting it right?
225.
£225. Here are your 3 possible answers, Alex. A, judo, B, jiu-jitsu, or C, karate. Select your answer now. You've chosen C, karate, which is the right answer. Well done, doubled your stake there. Andy, how are you doing? All right, well, you got £525 at the moment. See if you can up that here. Here comes your cashing in question. Which movie character returns to the big screen in 2001, living in Florence under the assumed name of Dr. Fell? That's the question. How much are you going to stake on getting it right, please, Andy?
£100.
Just £100. Yeah. You don't seem so sure there.
No.
Let's see if these help you. A, Hannibal Lecter, B, Ethan Hunt, or C, James Bond. Select your answer now. You've chosen A, Hannibal Lecter, which is correct. Well done. All right, Steve, it's time for your cashing in question. Give me the little wave there, but that's quite all right. OK, here it comes. Listen carefully. What name is given to the sugar found naturally in milk? That's the question. What are you going to stake on getting it right?
200.
£200, you're pretty sure? A big milk drinker?
I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole.
How are your teeth?
They're no good at all. They all fall out regularly.
Goodness gracious. All right, well, let's see if these three answers help you with your teeth. A, dextrose, B, glucose, or C, lactose. Select your answer now, please, Steve. You've chosen C, lactose, which is the right answer. Very well done indeed. Well, let's see what's in those cash pots right now. Steve, you've got £475 at the moment. Don't look too sad about it. It's not a problem. Andy, £625 just ahead there. Alex, £750. But right out in front is our current champion, Dave, with £1,275. We've 4 players still in the game. That's two too many. We'll play face-off. This is where stakeout becomes personal, as it's time for our players to pick on each other. I'm going to ask each of them in turn to select a player to play against, a question category to play with, and a stake to play for. We'll play face-off until only 2 players remain. Now, Dave, as you're in the lead, you get to go first. You must pick a player, pick a category, and pick a stake. The most you can play for is everything your opponent has, as long as you can match it. So, who's it going to be, please?
I'll go for Alex.
All right, go for Alex. And now a category from the following. You have pop, movies, history, geography or sport. Who's it going to be?
I'll go for pop.
Pop on the board, very good. And now an amount to play for.
250.
£250 of Alex's money if you get this right. Let's hope you do. It's a face-off. It's between Dave and Alex for £250. Stand by on the buzzers. Here's the question. For Your Babies is a track on Alex.
Simply Red
is the right answer. That's right, on the Stars album there. Very good indeed. Alex, it's time for your face-off. So, who are you going to play against?
It's got to be Steve, isn't it?
It's got to be Steve.
I was nice to him, too.
Well, I know you were nice to him, but, you know, now's not the time to start grovelling. Alex, a category from the following. You have movies, history, geography or sports left on the board. What's it going to be?
Sports, shall we?
Sports, very nice. And now an amount to play for. Steve holds £475. You've got plenty more, so you can match that. You can take as much as you like.
Let's have 475.
The whole lot. Steve, don't cry on us now. He's going to try and take the whole amount, so you're going to have to listen very carefully to this. This could put you out of the game. Here comes the face-off. It's between Alex and Steve. For Steve's entire stake right there, every penny he has. So, Steve, you're in luck. I'm afraid that sound means we've run out of time. You do get to stick around for a while, but the totals look quite good at the moment. Dave, you're pushing ahead there with £1,025, so you may stay our champion. Do join me and these 4 contestants next time right here on Stakeout. See you then.